All right, it's amazing out there in Larned, Kansas. 15.5 inches of snow in about the last 5 hours. 15.5 inches. Absolutely crushed. And we're watching this band work its way up into southeast Nebraska and into Iowa tonight underneath this upper air low. So that is just incredible. I mean, look at this large-scale ascent, a rising air motion with deep, deep moisture all the way up into Canada here. I mean, this is just an incredible situation here in terms of transporting moisture. And, of course, we've got a tremendous low-level jet that Dr. Forbes was talking about that's already produced hurricane-force gusts in the Miami Valley of Ohio. All right, so Larned is back here. Okay. Salina's already got about 8 inches on the ground, and it's snowing like crazy in Kansas City. I mean, it's just pumping snow. St. Joe, Kansas City, Topeka, Overland Park, all these areas. And these little bands, you kind of see them right in through here, disappear, come and go. These are where we're getting, really 2-inch, even 3-inch per hour snowfall rates. Dumas, Texas has had about 11.5 inches. We've got about a foot south of Dodge City. I talked about Larned, about 15.5 inches here. And now that heavy, heavy snow is pushing across northwestern Missouri on up into southwestern Iowa. Huge area of freezing rain here. Look at this. Grand Rapids, Lansing, Kalamazoo, Flint, outside Detroit, though, thank goodness. Just a huge area of freezing rain. And just as soon as we got that, we have gotten power outages as well. So that is not good. Milwaukee, you're in the snow for now. This whole area, though, should fill in across Iowa and Illinois tonight. And the heavy snow will be here by the time tomorrow morning rolls around. So be patient. Here's the model showing you how that area of snow will be pushing north and filling in, as I mentioned. Still snowing across Michigan, much of Wisconsin. This will be where the heavy snow is by tomorrow morning. But, guys, if you can wait until about 9 o'clock, I-80 is free. I-70 will be free by about 7 o'clock in the morning. If you've got to travel east-west, 55 will be good, 35 in between. These aerators, just don't go tonight because, again, with these kind of 2 to 3 inch snowfall rates, you're just asking for trouble getting out on the roads here tonight. And, there's just a lot of people are traveling. So, just be one less person on the road. If you can wait till tomorrow morning, that'd be good. So Kansas City, again, heavy snow coming in tonight, just crippling the roads, no question with that kind of snowfall rates, 2 inches an hour or more at times, 10 to 20 mile per hour winds. The high tomorrow will only be near 23 degrees. That's it. So looking for 5 to 8 inches. Some areas may get more depending on if you wind up in some of those bands. We'll see where those actually set down, just given that 15.5 inches at Laynard. I mean, that's just an incredible amount of snow. Here's Milwaukee, 3 to 5 inches tonight. Again, a lot of this will be late, 20 to 30 miles per hour. Tomorrow, another 1 to 3, maybe even 3 to 5, actually, depending on where these bands set up for you, too. Winds will be 20, 30 miles an hour. And look at the low tomorrow morning, 11 degrees. So you're going to get a lot of snowfall out of not a ton of moisture in through here. And, of course, the system will be moving fast. But 94 will be impacted in through here, 43. 94 is probably your best bet north and south of Chicago, just given the fact that we'll be near the lake and we're expecting those onshore winds to keep it a mostly rain situation, even though it will change to snow in Chicago, but accumulations aren't going to be that heavy in the city itself. 1 to 3 inches here, northwest side 3 to 5, and then 5 to 8 as we get up toward the Wisconsin line, and then heavier as we mentioned up toward Madison. All right, on to the ice. Upstate New York, Vermont. Right now the airport at Burlington is without power. They're on generator right now, and here's why. Cold air draining down the St. Lawrence River Valley. Some of this seeping down into the Champlain Valley. Not a good situation here because cold air is dense. It is going to always win in the lower levels of the atmosphere. What we've been watching all day today is that cold air deepening. We started out with it about 500 feet, and now it's up to about 2,000 feet. That's pretty good because that may have changed some of the precipitation occasionally in spots over to some sleet and even a little bit of snow. It has in Messina. Messina is at 22, and they've changed on over to all sleet. Remember, sleet does not accumulate on power lines and trees. So if we can stay sleet in any area for a long period of time, we are doing ourselves a huge favor here in terms of the precipitation type. Now, as we go through tonight and tomorrow, expect the temperatures to come up probably afternoon in Burlington. So that's good. We're going to kind of lose a little bit of this cold. Remember, you've got so much warm air coming in aloft. The rain, of course, temperatures are above 40 degrees there, above 2,000 feet. So as that precipitation actually falls harder through the layer, you're going to warm from aloft. And that's what they're going to try and do and erode some of this cold air in Burlington. But look at Messina. and the heart of the St. Lawrence Valley just crushed with 22 degrees. So we may go in and out of the freezing rain and the sleet here, depending on who wins the layer there. Either way, I mean, you can tell who warms up into the 40s and near 50, and who stays in the low to mid 20s, and who will be in the teens and single digits up there in southern Ontario. So big difference. So here's the model bringing in that big slug of moisture tonight, tomorrow morning. Remember, now we are adding in New Hampshire and interior Maine as well along the I-95, expecting an ice storm there. 23 degrees at Bangor by 11 o'clock tomorrow, and then everybody should start coming to an end by about 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Burlington up to about 37 degrees. Kimmy?
All right, Jim, we're going to continue our coverage of Winter Storm Gemini right after this. Nick Walker and Mark Elliott with you through 3 a.m.
An ice storm warning is in effect for our area. Currently in our area, 31 degrees with freezing rain. Our local Doppler radar. Overnight, freezing rain, significant icing likely, low 30. Winds northeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Right now, triple threat. It is a white, wet, and wild day of weather where Winter Storm Gemini is encasing cities in ice and snow.
Plus, deadly storms and possible tornadoes rip through the south, damaging homes and causing injuries. How much longer the danger will last?
And rising waters. New December rainfall records are now on the books, where all that rain is heading next.
We thank you for joining us for our extended coverage of Winter Storm Gemini and its triple threat. I'm Nick Walker.
And I'm Mark Elliott, and we are tracking snow, flooding, and dangerous severe weather tonight.